when it comes to measurement, audience measurement, particularly as it relates to currency for audience measurement, historically, we've had to rely on very broad demographics and on a largely panel-based measurement system. The incorporation of response level data from set-top boxes and smart TVs makes it possible to have much more accurate measurement. And that's really necessary today because of the fragmentation of viewing, as well as the desire to move towards more marketer-defined audiences. And so it's very clear that we need a much larger sample set, and the use of these data sets enables that. And in particular, what's exciting about what's happening now is that we're beginning to accelerate the pace of innovation around measurement, and are finally enabling things such as cross-platform measurement. And that's really critical because up to now, we've pretty much measured independent types of inventory, whether that would be linear versus VOD versus addressable versus digital video. And it's important from a marketer's perspective to have a unified view of measurement, and the cross-platform measurement is a step in that direction. So we're very excited about that development.
Tell us a little bit more about the arrangement with VideoAmp and the data that they're going to have access to this arrangement, and how you hope you see that relationship and the outcome developing. Where might this be going?
Yeah, so for the past few years, we've been looking at ways to increase the level of innovation, or really the pace of innovation, as well as the quality of measurement and the level of competition in measurement, all for the end of improving what's available in the marketplace. And so we sought out about 2 years ago, we started with a request for information across a number of vendors, and began to hone in on a handful of them that we felt had capabilities or developing capabilities in the area of cross-platform measurement, and also had a vision for essentially leveraging these large data sets in a way that would support audience-based impressions, a more deterministic approach to reach and frequency measurement, and other capabilities that will come in the future as well.
So, Claudio, what's exciting to you, moving forward in the measurement space this year? What do you hope, you and your colleagues accomplish?
So I think we're starting to see a lot of announcements in the space, a lot of new players that are coming into the currency measurement space, and that's exciting because it is bringing more innovation, more competition, and now the market needs to sort of test out these different alternatives and see if they meet their standards, and they can then begin to diversify how they think about measurement, align it more closely with the individual marketer client objectives. And hopefully through that, we'll have a much more competitive and innovative state of measurement, and begin to close the gap from when new types of capabilities are available in terms of TV and video inventory and exposure opportunities relative to when it actually gets measured as currency. And today that gap has been quite large, many years, right? And so it's important to close the gap because advertisers and marketers in general need to have a better understanding of independent measurement so that they can value it accordingly, and then more transactions are done relative to those types of inventory. And then last but not least is really the ability to tie it all together. So that's why cross-platform is such a focus for us in the near term.
Claudia, so aligning with VideoAmp is interesting. What does it mean in terms of the opportunities in this industry, and compare it to the progress that's been made around attribution?
So when you think about the evolution of attribution, which we started working on a few years back, and the goal there was to enable the use of the Comcast data to support attribution measurement providers, so that marketers could better understand the impact that TV and video advertising has on their campaigns, And we've made a lot of progress. We started with a handful of partners, and now there's over 25 partners that are doing attribution, relying on the data to do that. And in the measurement space, on the currency measurement, the currency audience measurement space, that's just not the case. And so this is a step in that direction in terms of enabling cross-platform measurement initially. But we think that having more choice, having more competition will steer more innovation into the currency measurement space. And VideoAmp is the first partner that we move forward with. We are in discussions with others, but we've moved forward because of their ability to deliver cross-platform measurement and already getting traction with both the buy side and the sell side. So that's kind of the motivation behind it. It's really about improving the overall state of innovation in measurement. And we hope to accomplish over the next few years something akin to what has happened in the transformation of the attribution space.